Hello and welcome to a new edition of Lantern Sports Now. Let's take a look at what happened in Buckeye sports this week.
With Ohio State running backs Mike Weber and J.K. Dobbins returning for another season, questions remain with how two 1,000-yard rushers will share the field next season. While the team is still unsure how carries will be split between the two, Weber believes he will be able to contribute more this year than last season.
Really, I want at least 1,300 or higher rushing yards and over 15 touchdowns. That's the goal for me.
Do you think that's possible, splitting carries with you and J.K.?
Yeah, most definitely. I just got to make the best of my opportunities, and hopefully I get a lot of them.
Running backs coach Tony Alford said both players can look forward to seeing a lot of playing time next season.
Yeah, like I said, it just depends on the flow of the game and how things are going. And if you go back to that week that worked in our favor. And kind of see how it goes. It'll be a week-by-week deal, but they're both going to play, and they're both going to play a lot.
Despite being neck and neck, both players are looking to hold an edge for the most snaps.
That's how you want it to be. Because if they didn't want the ball and they didn't want to play and they didn't want to compete, then why the hell I want them? I don't want to be. I don't want to be around you as a person, let alone coach you as a player. You know what I mean? If you're not an alpha male, as you put it, if you're not a guy that wants it and is hungry to succeed and compete, then why do I want you?
The spring game will be held this Saturday at 1:45 p.m. Now let's turn it over to James to see what's been happening in Buckeye basketball.
Thanks, Alicia. The Ohio State men's basketball team is just getting into the flow of the all-season, but they're kicking into the high gear fast. The Buckeyes picked up a pair of 2019 commitments in this past week, one from Florida State sophomore point guard C.J. Walker. Walker, who started all but one game for the Seminoles last season, averaged 8 points and just over 2 rebounds, but he will be forced to sit out until the 2019-2020 season per NCAA rules. In addition to Walker, the Buckeyes got the commitment of the top recruit in Ohio, forward Alonzo Gaffney. The pair of players will join the 2018 recruiting class that head coach Chris Holtmann is very excited to get to Columbus.
I've had years where you lose a lot in terms of both production, play, and leadership. But the whole combination, I don't know that I've experienced a year where you lose this much. But again, that creates an excitement and an opportunity perhaps for some guys, and I'm anxious to see who steps up.
Holtmann and his team are looking to soften the blow of losing the Big Ten Player of the Year, Keita Bates-Diop, and team leader Jayshawn Tate. Back to you, Alicia.
That's all we have for you this week on Lantern Sports Now. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Snapchat and Twitter. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week.